Hey everyone, welcome back to the RPGames YouTube channel. My name is Ralph. We're back with another episode of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and we have some intolerance going on apparently. The hatred of the descendants of Sarkoris towards arcane spellcasters knows no bounds. The representatives of several tribes demand that mages not be allowed to serve in their units. So we can remove the mages from the units, which gives us 12 barbarians. We can stand up for the mages, which gives us 9 wizards. And we can make the former Sarkorians fall in line, which gives us 1500 leadership and is the lawful option. And it is leadership that we're still looking for, because leadership is lagging a bit behind. There we go. Easy choice. Upon receiving harsh punishment, the Gallets begrudgingly complied. News of this has bolstered the commander's authority within the ranks. Yeah, you better respect my authority, Sarkoris. Did I sound convincing? Alright, the phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten was destroyed during a failed lich creating ritual. However, grains of his spirit are still locked in a small purple gem that got into the commander's hands. Wizards can place it into an item or a weapon, or give it evil properties. We can place it in the ring or in a sight. Well, nobody is using a sight, so that's gonna be an easy choice. That's going to be in a ring. Commander servants have carried out a decree. Yeah, they better. Decree-wise, we don't have a lot going on, apparently. We could boost another outpost, actually. Maybe that's an idea, but which one? This is one that we already upgraded, right? The Gloomy Gorge. Is there another one that we have going on deeper into their territory? Yes. The Lands of Yatwatch. How about we upgrade that one? Yeah, let's do that. We can afford that, that's no problem. We'll upgrade another bastion. Or an outpost to a bastion. Takes us 7 days, and we still... can we not do this Stevanius the Rotten thing again? Okay, let's start working on the Symbol of Rovaguk then. There we go. So, in the previous episode I mentioned that I wanted to go over here to the... Befouled Barrows and to the Extirpator Camp. However, we have this level 9 demon army in the way. There is a lot of dredge there. So we're gonna need to take out that army. And we have a level 9 army as well, but that's gonna be a close one, I think. What kind of demons are there? It's not really demons that will do a lot of spellcasting, I think, I hope. But yeah. We're gonna have to take care of that nonetheless. What is this? Oh man, that's way too many ranged units. So, Nalfushni, Omoxus, and Dredge. So the Dredge have this stinking cloud that they like to use, which I'm not a big fan of. But how about we try this? So that is 21. Let's try and get this big stack here. Well, it's not the biggest stack, it's just the biggest demon. Let's try and kill this before it starts casting too much stuff. Yeah, you see my sharpshooters? That's just ridiculous. They're no use at all, actually. We can get there, but that's not gonna do a lot of damage. How about we whack these? Okay, yeah, so they're gonna summon stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be quite annoying. They're all going after the paladins. I'm gonna wait for a moment. But I desperately need more archers. Okay, so we took care of that. That is something. 4 to 6 Babo, Vrock, Omoxes. Man. We're gonna need to heal. That much is clear. Let's try and get rid of the Babo here. That's a start. Paladins can attack the Vrock. It's too bad that they did not go away. Let's do a little bit more damage there. Let us... Oh, they cannot be smitten. We should really focus on the dredge as well, actually. They're just gonna stand there and cast Stinking Cloud at us. Yep, there we go. Taking out our archers. We can still do one spell, I guess. This could kill all the Vrock. It could also kill all the Omoxes. I think the Omoxes are a bit more of an issue, to be honest, because they take a lot more damage from our melee. So let's just try and get them off the board here. There we go. That only kills one of them. Should we get everyone on the Vrock? I think yes, because that is the only thing they're doing anyway. I mean, the dredge, oh, they are attacking now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's not a big deal. 10 to 13, yeah, let's shoot them. Let's take a little bit of numbers off. Let me heal the paladins here before they're gone. There we go. They don't seem to be able to act. Okay, let's get them out of that cloud. These are also not acting. Let's move them around. Three to 5. Hopefully that kills them. It does. We get to go another time. Okay, yeah. We should be golden here. Would be great if we would kill 100 of them in one go, but that's doesn't look like that's happening. It's gonna be a while of a game of whacking the dredge. These are still under the influence. That is nice that our marksman can go again. Still represent most of our damage, even in greatly reduced numbers. That is totally fine. Let me do some more damage here, because just to speed things up. There we go. Okay, 18 with all this melee. That should be doable, I would hope. There we go. A squad of demons fought back to the last, keeping the crusaders away from a treasure even if it cost them their lives. The treasure finally turned out to be a small, unsightly idol of an infant made of sand and mud. That hideous babe beat the air with its fists and feet, shrieking all the while. Its dark skin was inscribed with the symbols of the demon lord Jubilex, the prince of ooze. In the place of its sole eye, a sinister scarlet stone gleamed in its socket. Unable to destroy the wretched creature, the soldiers took it to the commander. Oh great, yeah. Just bring everything demonic that you find to me. I'll put it in my collection. Okay, so our... Oh, we ranked up with the general. That is good news. We got protective wards, all... And that is wards, not wards. How do you say that? Wards? I don't know if that's... I mean, wards with a D instead of a T. You got that, right? You're all smart viewers. All units in the army have a +3 bonus to saving throws per level of this feat. All spellcaster units have a +2 bonus to armor class. Well, that's not very useful since we don't have spellcasters anymore. Unless that counts for the clerics. And we've got the general has a +15 bonus to energy per level of this feat. Yeah, that's not very useful either, to be honest. Because I've never ever run out of energy, to be honest, so... Maybe a +3 bonus for all the units in the army. Let's grab that. Let's travel a little bit further here, see what's going on. This army we want to avoid at all costs. I don't think we can reach it, but it looks like we're going that way. There is no archers in there, but that's... Damn, that's a lot. That's so many troops. Holy crap. Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. So how about we move to the party and have them go to the Extirpator Camp in these Befouled Barracks. It said we need to tell Urabat something. I'm not 100% sure what we're supposed to tell her, but let's talk to her. Alright, yeah. We learned the fate of the missing patrol. Our people were killed by clan members from Old Sarkoris. They had been bewitched by the demon Jerabat. Survivors from Sarkoris in the middle of the world wound? They must be made of tough stuff. I'm sorry they've been set against us. And sorrier still for our soldiers. We're losing our people to demon trickery again. But at least the mystery is solved and it won't happen again. Alright, we managed to get close to the Befouled Barrows. There were a whole bunch of random encounters in the way there. The bones of chiefs, sages and other esteemed residents of the old Sarkoris had lain in these gloomy barrows for centuries, yet in their hatred of mortals, demons wouldn't let the dead rest in peace. Having desecrated their graves, they defaced the ancient bones and scattered them all over the place, soaking them in the blood of their own descendants. Oh wow, it's a text episode, that's been a while. Iridescent streaks appear in the bilious violet sky above the deserted lands. The streaks are not like an ordinary Galarian rainbow, they look more like oil dropped in water. Sweltering haze in the sky seems to waver along with the streaks. Time and again, one of the commander's party spots some movement out of the corner of their eye. Reaches for their weapon, only to immediately realize they were mistaken. The ground underfoot turns a muddy grey, covered in a dense layer of ash expelled by geysers. Curious natural phenomena. Not uncommon in these parts. In the distance, barrows can be seen appearing only as vague piles of rocks in the haze. The wind whips clouds of ash into the faces of the commander and his party. Along with the ash, the wind ushers in ragged grey clouds that shroud the sky. A giant eye of cloud unblinkingly watches the commander and his party from above. Oh, that's not a good sign. One can only imagine how insignificant the creature struggling across the land must seem from such a height. A break in the cloud, the white of the sky's eye pulses, ready to burst like a boil. The dark cloud of the pupil grows blacker still. The commander is gonna get himself in trouble. Let's try to recall the previous mention of such a phenomenon. Nenio recalls conversations with seasoned crusaders. If a giant eye appears in the sky, you must run and not look back. According to witnesses, what follows, such an omen is so horrific that it can rob a newcomer to the world wound of their sanity. Let's study the shape of the clouds. Rushley observes that in the wind, the ordinary storm clouds cannot coalesce into clear shapes. The air throbs with peril. This is no mere storm. What's brewing is something brought by the abyss and possibly only in the wound. Rushley recalls conversations with seasoned crusaders. Oh man, we gotta run. And of course this is gonna fail. It didn't! Oh, now I'm surprised about that one. Living creatures can be beaten, but one cannot conquer a force of nature. The commander decides to run for cover. The party manages to reach the barrows before the storm swells into its full force. Something suddenly drops from the sky, landing with a splat at the commander's feet like an overripe fruit. It's white, about the size of a chestnut. It has a dark center, and the longer the commander stares at it, the more it seems like something is staring back. The fruit looks disturbingly like an eyeball. The whirlwind of ash stops the party from looking up to see what's happening in the sky. Perhaps a carrion bird was transporting its already rotten prize home. At least that's what all the companions are hoping, as they cluster around the milky white eyeball. A second eyeball lands nearby with an unpleasant squelch, leaving only the bloody splash of the ash-covered ground. Two eyeballs cannot be a coincidence. The looming rocky ledges, which give the barrows the appearance of a hill, they look like they could come crashing down on the party's head. However, they do offer protection from the storm. The horrific hail misses the party almost entirely and eyeballs land around them with a wet cacophony. Yeah, this is a great place, this world wound. The land around the barrows looks more like a dumping ground than a burial ground. The storms have bleached skulls and bones, rusted armor and dented swords. This is a familiar sight. More surprising are the arms and legs of golems scattered around the waist. The once snarling faces of animals that now lack all resemblance to their living brethren. Things that look like horse carcasses with broken mechanical legs. Everything is brown with rust and long forgotten. Battle was fought here once. Through the veil of ash, the party struggles to find the entrance to the barrow. Okay, arcane we should be able to do. Nenio senses the traces of generations upon generations of Sarkorians performing rituals between and inside the burial mounds to grant their ancestors peaceful slumber. The magical signature unerringly leads her to the entrance. An ash-darkened piece of the casing that covers it crumbles under the slightest pressure. The mouth of the barrow is cool and smells of damp and dust. More of the ash lies underfoot, pressed into a glossy, slippery crust. It's clear that the barrow has been constructed above a cave system. A deliberately carved out corridor stretching off into the barrow's depths leave room for natural passageways. The wind, wailing through the stalactites in the dark, carries a strange sound similar to a desperate human cry. Help me! Help me! The party strains to hear and decides to... Ay, that is not good. But Nenio comes through. The longer Nenio listens, the more the voice changes. One moment it sounds like a desperate cry of a child, the next a piercing, ragged scream of a woman, the next bird song. It cannot be ruled out that she is hearing only what she wants to hear. Yeah, let's go towards the voice, why not? Cauldar cannot ignore the cries for help, and the party rushes towards the sound, frequently looking around for enemies or traps. A strange thing, the closer they get to the voice, the less distinct the pleas become, blurring into the grinding screech of a rusty mechanism. The only passage leading further into the barrow finishes in a dead end, a spacious cave, its wall decorated in frescoes that have almost entirely faded over time. Before the companions have a chance to decide where to look for a door or turn back, the cave floor, which seemed solid, with well-trodden ash, vibrates and begins to ripple like water. One after another, the commander's companions are sucked into the thick ashy mass, like they have stepped into quicksand. Great! That's just great. Okay, let's try athletics here. Let's grab hold of projections on the walls. The party notices fissures in the nearest wall and tries to grab onto the cracks to climb out. Commander's companions hang suspended above the quagmire for a time. They cannot move any further. There are no other ledges on the wall to grab onto. Even the strongest party members begin to lose their grip and gradually slide back down. Let's try and assess this situation. The party understands that panicking is pointless. Assessing the situation and formulating a plan of action is much more useful. When they stop struggling, they notice that the quick ash seems to loosen its grip in turn. Below, they can hear strange noises like grinding metal. Could there be a mechanism drawing the quick ash downwards? The exit from the cave is still too high up. Now the party have only one route out. Down. Well, I hope it's not a grinding mechanism. We could try a mobility check. That didn't work out. The party tries to run towards the exit, but they are stuck fast. First up to their knees, then up to their chest, then their necks. Soon the ash will cover their noses and mouths. Quagmire's grip seems to suddenly vanish. Commander realizes he's in freefall, but it's too late to do anything. He has no time to brace himself, and it's only a spear sticking out of the dark that ironically saves him from certain death. It rips through his clothes, drawing blood and leaving him suspended in midair. Suddenly everything jolts into action. Dozens of daggers, saws, swords and spears spring out of all sides, whistling through the air, but this is no enemy ambush. The weapons are being brandished by the pistons and loudly scraping gears of a giant mechanism. The spear that saved the commander was so rusted in its piston. It's no longer able to move. The party has found itself in the heart of a giant metal flower, growing up out of the ashy quagmire covering the floor. The uranag, built by the forges of the abyss, tries to close its petals, crushing, mashing and cutting its victims to pieces, but years of lying dormant in the darkness taking their toll. Its articulations move with a soul-shuddering screech, become easily jammed. The mummified bodies of unlucky crusaders can still be seen hanging speared on rusty blades. If the commander wants to avoid their fate, he must... Oh man, what did I get myself into? Alright, Nenio. Even a magical mechanism is still a mechanism. From above, the commander has a good view of the uranag's inner workings. Large toothed wheels are set into motion by gear shafts. It all becomes clear. If the gear shafts can be jammed, the movement will stop. Commander is almost out of time. Another few minutes and it will be all over. Realizing that a simple escape isn't possible, the commander decides to try jamming the uranag's main mechanism in the heart of the flower. He looks around for something sturdy and finds... a tower shield would be good, I hope. As she died, the female warrior tried to hide behind her tower shield, but it did not save her. The closing petals pinned her to her shield, forever fusing them together as one whole. The commander plants his feet against the shield and pushes, trying to dislodge it, but it doesn't move an inch. Okay, let's try a hammer. The body of a paladin, clutching a warhammer in his hands of bone, hangs from one of the uranag's hammers, pointing directly upwards. Commander is lucky that this warrior chose to meet his death with weapon in hand. The commander drags his body towards him and grabs the hammer. But the servant of light's grip is still surprisingly strong and refuses to relinquish the weapon. The bony arms are easily ripped from the skeleton's shoulder, still holding the hammer. The commander tosses the lot into the heart of the uranag. The hammer falls, sparking off the gears, getting stuck between them. With a furious screeching and scraping, the uranag tries to grind up the hammer, but it cannot. A tremor travels up the pedals. There is a deafening cracking sound and the uranag stills, forever. After carefully extracting themselves from the clutches of the broken uranag, the commander and his party find themselves up to their knees in ashy sludge once more. This time, it only harmlessly squelches under their feet as they walk. A dark breach yawns before them, and the cry of the commander heard at the entrance to the barrow rises up again. Help me! Since there is no other route, the commander decides to... pray for the dead crusaders. Yeah, let's be a good boy here. The commander offers up a prayer, thanking the crusaders who helped their fellow soldiers even in death and asking for forgiveness for not treating their bodies with the respect they deserve. He feels warmth suffuse him, like the dead truly are with him, and are wishing the party good luck on an onward journey. After all its ordeals, the party finally goes up to the surface and emerges in a small chamber. Pipes protrude from numerous openings dotted all over the walls, and they connect to a small box adorned with Baphomet's symbol. The box cries out, producing high, plaintive noises that, when carried through the pipes, begin to sound something like "Help me." Commander knows that this is just another demonic mechanism created to lure crusaders into the barrow. He smashes the box, scattering small bolts and gears across the room. Silence reigns. There are no secrets left in this place now. Oh boy, we got away, we were pretty lucky there, damn. But what a cool location. I'd love to use that in one of my games. Definitely. Alright, let's go to the Extirpator's camp here. The Hell Knights from the Extirpator's chapter arrived to the Whirlwood to hunt and not to battle. These warriors were not interested in the demon armies, instead they were after the bizarre monsters born in this corrupt land. Few know what fate awaited these knights in the end, but they were last seen in this inconspicuous hollow. So what we're looking for here is apparently the brother of Social who joined the Hell Knights. Oh, we can start off with a Knowledge Arcana check.
A success worthy of praise.
Judging by the burrow's form, it was dug by an incredibly huge purple worm. I sincerely hope that's not what we are gonna... Oh wow. That's not what we're gonna face here. Otherwise, the exit is right there. And I am not afraid to use it. Brave Sir Ralph. Oh, we got something else here. Giant cracked and deceased patched land. Deep down are huge branching burrows. Okay, but we cannot walk down there, it looks like. Where are we even? Okay, that's another exit, so that is not where we're supposed to go, clearly. There is a whole bunch of dead people. Do you hear that sound? I don't want to know. Let's go, Wurm. Oh my goodness, that thing is gigantic. That thing is gigantic. A Gluttonous Maw. I have no idea what that does, but Regula's gonna whack it.
Careful now. Kneel before me.
Oh, he misses. 35. Yikes. Yeah, let's do Light of the Angels. Alright, Rochelet, can you shoot it from there? Yes. Let's use your Ranger's Bond on everyone.
I will resist.
And then, oh, now you cannot shoot it anymore. Okay, never mind. Do you think it likes fire, Nenio? What do you think? You can do damage to it with spells. Okay, that's a start. Why is Ember there? Why on earth are you over there, Ember? You need to be over here, taking away some armor class of this thing. Damn it! All right, Shelly, go get him. Let's see how much damage this thing deals. Let's give everyone a strength boost. That might not be a bad idea. Smite the thing. And we miss. That sucks.
Prepare yourself.
And we miss again. Oh my goodness, is this gonna be purely on spells? Because that is gonna suck. 36 damage. Okay, that is something at least. Alright, Ember. Scorching Ray. Yes, it doesn't like that. Try and trip it. Did it eat? Wait, what? What happened to Shelly? Did it eat it? It might have. Might have swallowed Shelly there. Not quite sure. Okay, let's move up a little bit. Do a burst of glory and try to hit this thing. That's a standard action.
We won't falter.
Come on, Cauldar. What happened to Regil actually? Where did he go? Yep, that's about all you can do. Where is Regil? Okay, what do we got? We got a fireball. Let's do some more lightning damage. It does look like it's gonna take all our spells. Yep. We should get Ember doing more damage. It does eat everybody. Oh man. Yeah, well, that sucks. Don't we cast poison on ourselves so that it Holy Smite, that didn't do a lot of damage. Maybe we should move Social back a little bit, but not quite sure if that's gonna do a lot. How about you try and hit it?
Guide my hand.
No way. Not even close. Oh, it's 39 armor class now. Great. Just great. It's purely spells. Another 26. Alright, Ember. If it eats Ember, then we're pretty much done. Yeah, great. Don't do anything now. Besides, move back a little bit so you don't get eaten. Alright, Social got thrown down. Can you still attack?
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Make your peace.
Alright, Nenio. Please kill this creature. Let's throw a fireball at it. Throw it over here. That did some damage. Alright, Ember. There we go. Man, the monster is dead. Wiping the sweat from his face, Social looks over the battlefield. It's the Extirpators. This enemy must have been more than they could manage. The cleric holds his hands in a short funeral prayer. This is what happens when you lose your vigilance. They could have killed that beast, had they not let it catch them off guard. It's embarrassing to see. Your fellow warriors are dead. Social speaks through his teeth slowly, barely controlling himself. Do you really not have any words for them except criticism and mockery? This is not mockery. There is nothing funny about this foolish, pointless death. Reading the last rites for them is not my job, priest. It's yours. Well, that's true. Do you see your brother amongst them? No, he's not. I don't see him among the people. The relief is palpable in the young cleric's voice. What can you say about the bodies? They died not long ago. Judging by the wounds, they were killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Looks like that impostor sent us into a trap. Yes, looks like it. Let's return to Dresden and... Oh, Shellen, help me endure this entire story. You know, I don't recognize myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hell Knights... I hate them. I really do. It's sickening. I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. What does your fate say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. Cruelty stirs indignation in me. I like to believe it's righteous, but they also call their spite righteous anger. Shouldn't be like them. Shouldn't answer evil with evil, but goddess, it's so hard. I often notice the wise often think their way into traps that a simple man wouldn't even dream of. You don't like that we are strong, but you don't train to become stronger than us. Because for you it would mean becoming like us. Can I say to that? Stay weak. Yeah, thanks, Regil. It's great advice. Why do you hate the Hell Knights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is a disgrace to the entire Crusade movement. Cruel tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others and who perhaps even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all these atrocities by participating in the Crusades? Perhaps it's because your side wants to win battles, at least some of the time. Yes, and that's even a bigger disgrace. Aren't the forces of good inherently strong enough to win? Can evil really only be overcome by making a deal with another evil? Don't bring your metaphysics into this. Stop blaming your own incompetence on cosmic forces. And the side of good isn't weak, it's you. Really haven't been yourself since that imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother, I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It's a dirty, unworthy desire, but I can't get rid of it. And worse, I think the reason I'm so angry is because I'm afraid he's telling the truth. Let's go, we have to talk to the imposter again. Social nods without saying a word. Okay, so we got a bunch of armies approaching. Let's teleport back, but let's also take a look at what's going on here, because there is a level 7 army and I don't have a level 7 defending army up there, so we need to get up there. Let me quickly check the Crusade management. Okay, so we have a bunch of relics. The Fate of the Dirty Squealer. Oh, there's new relics. The Fate of the Attractive Impulse. And that one we still had. Okay. We need 20,000 for that. Wow, what do we have? 2,000. Yeah, that might take a little bit. And we have 3 events. First Blood, one of the officers has been bringing recruits to the prison so that they could fight weakened captives and kill them. He wanted to prepare the newcomers for their first battle, but unfortunately during one of the training sessions one of the soldiers got killed and everything came to light. I think we had that happen before. That's 300 military. I'm gonna say leadership experience here. Yes. Cruel treatment of the prisoners tarnished the honor of the Crusaders. Many of the soldiers were inspired by the commander's noble actions. Great. Reinforcements from Canabras have arrived in Dresden. Their leader, Prelate Hulrun, is awaiting an audience with the commander. Prelate Hulrun is dead, as far as I know. Didn't I kill him? That is very odd. I thought I killed the guy. The unholy symbol of Rovaguk was imbued with the energy of destruction and decay. Its shards can be melted together to forge an axe. The craftsmen are wondering what shape and size the weapon would fit the commander best. Let's take a hand axe, please, because we have Greybor, who is wielding hand axes. Commander servants have carried out the decree, as they should. There are still some decrees that we can do. Let's just complete this phylactery. Okay, now let's see where we need to go. Where is this freaking army? Because it was pretty close. It's over there. My goodness. And that is who? That is Soraviel. Is this Chief Akabo? Oh no, Chief is up here. Or down here. Damn. Where is Setsuna? Setsuna is there. And what else do we have? Is that... Okay, that is reinforcements. Let me get Setsuna at least up there. Then that's more reinforcements, I think. Let's add... Oh no, that is not the correct one. Right, we need to get Setsuna up here. It's gonna take a while. So the army that's standing there, this one needs to get the hell out of the way. Let's move that over there, please. Okay, that is Soriel. Let's keep Soriel there. Let's skip a day, see where it moves, and then hopefully we can now reach it. We might be able, yeah, we should be able to reach it. Okay. Phew. Okay, what do we got? We got a bunch of rock. We could almost kill all of those, and we got the Arachne. How about we kill the Arachne first? There we go. And now let's try and get rid of the rock. Can we do that in one go? Oh yeah. Looks like we can. Alright. Okay, now let's go to the imposter again. Look at Shelly, still covered in blood. Well, did you talk to the extirpators? They're all dead. That's a shame. Think I'm welling up. It was a trap. You were hoping the monster would kill us too. Accusations again. You can say whatever you like, but where's the proof? You can't scare me. Listen, do you understand the situation you've gotten yourself into? You'd be wise not to antagonize us. You should help us and hope that after everything you've done, we still have a little mercy for you. Mercy. I'd be a fool to believe that lie. I know how kind you and your brother are. My whole back is covered with scars because of his mercy. That is not true. It can't be true. Tell me what really happened. Or what? Or there is a noose waiting for you. Like I can do anything to avoid that. Alright, I got nothing else to do. Your bars are strong, locks are good, you got me. I'll hope for your mercy. Listen, this time I'll tell you how it was. I was a soldier fighting for the extirpators. That wasn't a lie. I was valet for that scumbag Trevor. He used to work me hard, but that was a long time ago, before the demons took him. Took him? How? Where? How can you even say such a thing? Keep listening, don't interrupt me. We were hunting a chimera back then. It's an easy job for the extirpators. Even with all the demonic freakishness the wound gives a chimera. We were driving it towards your boy Trevor, he was preparing to attack. Then a demon appears, a huge one, scary, in a black mask. Bam! Rips one knight to pieces, bam, there goes another one. Then the demon looks at Trevor and says, this one is good, I'll take him. And he picked him up like he weighed nothing and vanished. Well, what could we do? The demon was chopping up knights left, right and center. What could we do? We turned and ran. The rest of our guys got up to us. They executed a few of us on the spot as a warning and made the others slaves, like bait for the monsters. Slaves don't live long, only 3 of us survived out the whole unit. And no one has seen Trevor since. There used to be a female knight among the extirpators named Marenta. How did she get Trevor's shield? Marenta? She and Trevor were sleeping together. When they dragged Trevor off, he dropped his shield, so she picked it up. Like to remember him. I'm telling you, those 2 deserved each other. When Trevor was gone, that crazy bitch wanted all of us to be executed. The whole unit. The Paralictor refused to waste people. He said, we would be useful as slaves. She made a scene, then transferred to another order. Good riddance. What kind of person was Trevor? A real devil. Didn't go easy on anyone, beat us good. The knights respected him, and us, ordinary infantry, were afraid to show our faces to him. Where is he now? Are you deaf? I told you, no one knows. A demon dragged him off, a demon in a black mask. As to the where and why, you'll have to ask the demons. What happened to the extirpators? Well, you saw what happened to them, they died, I don't care. I'm not gonna cry about them. They killed a lot of beasts, but there's always someone stronger. The demon wiped them out, and only the ones who ran survived. You said 3 of us survived, where are the other 2? I think they were gonna go to Canabras. They wanted to pretend to be refugees and then wing it. You wanna catch them too? Probably somewhere near the creepy church where the undead used to be. I heard they planned to build a shelter there. Stay away from the local commander. Should we go back to Canabras? Have you heard enough, Social? Yes, I have. So it's true, my brother betrayed everything we believed in. Wait, this is only one person's side of the story and a liar is at that. Let's find the other 2 survivors and ask them. What's the point of running away from the truth? The others will only confirm his words. Although, probably won't hurt. Excuse me, need some fresh air. Okay, yeah, we need to go back to Canabras, it seems, but there was some visitors, so let me check with those. Greetings to you, Knight Commander. The old Inquisitor doesn't allow himself to disrespect you openly, but you can tell from the way he says your title that he does not approve of your appointment. Ulrun Shepok, Prelate of Canabras. I've come here at the Queen's command to be at your disposal. I have reinforcements with me, top-notch fighters from Mendev. They all have been personally vetted by myself for trustworthiness, and every one of them is chomping at the bit to fight for the crusade. Yeah, let's let's ask him who he is. That's gonna rile him up. I'm Ulrun Shepok, Commander, Inquisitor by the grace of Iomade, Prelate of Canabras by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Golfrey, against threats from within and without. Okay, how was things in Canabras? We're gradually rebuilding. The city is not what it was, of course, but it's no longer a pile of rubble either. God is willing, with time we will restore it to its former glory. Are you returning to Canabras? No, I'm part of the reinforcements. The Queen commanded me to remain in Dresden and aid the defenses. Okay, well then in that case you're dismissed. I'm ready to carry out your orders, Commander. Anytime, day or night. Yeah. Thanks, Ulrun. Alright, that is gonna be a good point to end another episode. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like button, subscribe if you wanna follow along. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.